featured in FIFA/EAFC. Stop the Violence. Absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite jersey that y'all have done, bro. The message behind it, and with everything going on in America, an extremely important and always relevant message too. I'm from where we unheard and we can't speak. Stop gun violence. That's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, you got to design a jersey that like went into one of the biggest video games in the world, and that's what you chose to put on it. So I know it's in the past, but
I'm just kind of like a big advocate for my city, you know, especially how small we is and like the negative outlook that come with being from there. And so like you don't really hear all the good that might come from Chester. You only hear like the bad parts. So like I want to do something every time I go anywhere, or every time I do something, I want it to have a positive look on the city. And like everybody know that there's way more to it than just the violence or the bad things that you might hear. Like,
let's clap it up. Come on, y'all. Episode 90 of the Five-A-Side Podcast. Some very special guests in the building. We got Design FC with us, but today you are joined by
Josh, Oliver,
Gabriel,
Kevin,
Omri.
Let's clap it up one more time for Design FC, bro. Long overdue. People we've known for about 3 years now. Finally having y'all on the podcast. How y'all feeling today? How's y'all summer's been? What's the energy? How y'all feeling?
It's been cool.
Yeah.
Chilling.
All the way from Chester to New York?
Yeah.
Chester to New York.
You don't like New York like that, though.
He got a north.
Stop jogging in the rain, y'all. Stop jogging in the rain.
Nah, it's love, but y'all got a lot
going on.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I got stuff to work on, but it's okay.
That's okay. You here to help out?
Nah.
I'm weak, man.
How y'all feeling, Omri, Oliver?
It's good. It's been a busy summer, as it always is.
For sure.
What makes this summer special to y'all so far?
I mean, he just launched second collection of his brand.
Sheesh. Clap it up for that too. Come on.
That's special, and it just also feels like I don't know. We've been doing this for a minute, so this summer sort of feels like calm before like the storm, really,
Yeah,
and like
coming into the next season and everything.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited to see how the org grows. It's gonna be a big year for us.
For sure.
Yeah.
And tell the listeners who might not know about Design FC exactly who you guys are, and what y'all stand for.
I'll do attempt number 2. You want to take?
Come on, Kev.
The spokesperson for the
Let's
day.
go, Kev.
Nah, Design FC, we just basically give like youth that don't really have like the ability to have creative and art stuff, the ability to create through sports jerseys, and just letting them express themselves creatively and storytelling, where they come from, who they are, and just be free and not have no restrictions.
That's beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Oliver?
Yeah. What's your take on it?
I need your
Take
words.
on Design FC.
Yeah.
I know you all have unique perspectives on what it means. So.
No, Design FC, we're building a creative movement for impact in the world of sport and design. So
That's a bar.
Appreciate that. Our model is really revolutionizing the way that professional sports teams engage with youth in a creative way. So, I mean, for me personally, it's all about really taking what I think has become kind of a very tired way of engaging with youth.
That's fair.
Where it's very like sports based. Can we get like an athlete out there onto the field to like kick the ball around with some kids, get some photos? And instead, Design FC, we're kind of flipping that. So it's actually giving youth an opportunity to engage in what they really think is cool about sports, which is like getting to know the athletes on a personal level, the fashion side, the design side, the creative side, and then using sports to give them a platform to actually talk about like what matters to them.
Amen.
Absolutely
Beautifully said.
Omri, anything you want to add to that? Maybe about how you guys started and everything? Or?
Yeah, I'll get into that. But I think it's really like what Ollie said. Like, we're building a creative movement for impact by bringing together the worlds of sport and design. And like our programs really actually have nothing to do like with the actual playing of the sport, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Like, I mean, we met, like, yes, you were playing. I don't know how good you were, but
playing soccer.
We're not going to do that.
But it's like, I think young people especially, like, they don't realize that there's a whole world around sport that like has nothing to do with playing the sport itself. And that for us is like, okay, that's where design comes into play. And so we'll talk about like what our expansion plans are and all that, but we run like free design programs where kids get to design their own sport jerseys and apparel as a way of learning creative skills, but then also just like giving them a platform to share who they are with the world. Like, I don't know, we'll get into the jerseys and all of that. Yeah, but it's like very early on, there was this realization I had where it was like, okay, let's take what a traditional jersey looks like and totally throw it out the window, right? And it's like, I mean, you know, your typical jersey, it's like you have your crest, you have like your sponsor.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe a team is trying to be fancy and they try and like make up some story. It's like, oh, the threads on the jersey is like
history.
But it's like, what does it look like if you totally erase like the notion of what a jersey needs to look like and turn it into a blank canvas for like a young person to go crazy with it and tell their life story? Or I don't know, like what's your experience been like designing jerseys? I know you don't like designing jerseys anymore, but
I mean, when I first did it, you know, it was one of the greatest things ever. But now I don't really like designing the jersey. I just feel like it's like a barrier in a way, because it's like some of the things you want to do you can't really do, any like as like terms far as my creativeness go. But it's still a great start. So it was definitely pushed me to where I am now. So I can't do nothing but be grateful for it.
yeah.
Would you say that, like, depending on the sport, you know, the style of jerseys or kits that like enabled or limited like creative expression? Like, have you seen that with kids? Have you seen that with yourself?
Yeah, sometimes, especially like a basketball jersey, can't really do much because
Less
it's
material,
like, it's like certain. It's weird, but definitely, I guess like my favorite jersey, probably whatever if I ever design again, probably be a hockey jersey, just because it's like more widespread and like you got more space to do what you want. But like it's definitely like a barrier to it, and you got like restrictions kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's definitely like a great start if you just want to, especially if you come from like the sport the sport world.
Yeah.
You could definitely start from there and work your way up like I did. So
Why do you feel there's restrictions on something like a soccer jersey but not something like a t-shirt?
material.
Okay,
Definitely material.
That's an interesting point.
And it's kind of like you want to stay in that bubble of like the jersey. So like you don't want to make it too much like a t-shirt and it's a jersey, and then it's like,
What's the point?
You feel me? It's like you kind of want to stay in like you want to keep and make it feel like a soccer jersey still.
That's interesting.
And so when you want a t-shirt, just kind of like a blank canvas, like a paint, you could just take a paintbrush to a easel.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that, but you want to keep it sport related when you want a soccer jersey or sport jersey in general. So that's probably like the biggest thing.
I see what you're saying. And back to what you were saying, Omri, about the restrictions on the jerseys. A lot of soccer fans don't know, but all those restrictions really come from like FIFA and from UEFA, that you can only have a certain amount of colors. And then there's even like statistical ratios on like where they sit on the color palette, like the level of contrast you can have, the amount of patterns you can have that can be different. That's why they use the things like the small little thread to represent, you know, 300,000 years of Paris, you know, all that kind of stuff. So y'all really said, screw UEFA, screw FIFA, open the canvas, because when you do that, this is one of my favorite jerseys that y'all have done. Featured in FIFA/EAFC, Stop the Violence, absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite jersey that y'all have done, bro. Made it into the game. We saw it on display at the EAFC launch. If you want to talk about this at all, because this is just absolutely stunning to me. The message behind it, and with everything going on in America, an extremely important and always relevant message too, but just beautifully designed. And the fact that a child created this out of their own self-expression. Yeah, just congrats to y'all on that moment. And I just love this jersey.
Yeah.
What year did y'all make this joint?
That's your cousin.
Yeah, I think that was...
Your cousin?
Yeah. Was that the second? I think that was the
It
second
was
year.
2021. Yeah, 2 years in. And that jersey, Josh, behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could bring it down and flip it to the back.
Yeah, that's the one I did for FIFA.
Oh, this is the one you made?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Them boys in the game.
Yeah, lift that one up too so you can see the writing a little bit more. Lift it a little bit higher.
Talking about the bottom.
I'm from where we unheard and we can't speak. Stop gun violence. That's beautiful, bro.
I know it's been a long time since then, but you want to share a bit about... Yeah, you got to design a jersey that like went into one of the biggest video games in the world, and that's what you chose to put on it. So I know it's in the past, but
It's just, I'm just kind of like a big advocate for my city, you know, especially how small we is and like the negative outlook that come with being from there. And so like you don't really hear all the good that might come from Chester. You only hear like the bad parts. So like I want to do something every time I go anywhere, or every time I do something, I wanted to have a positive look on the city and like everybody know that there's way more to it than just the violence or the bad things that you might hear. Like sports, one of the biggest things that bring everybody together. And you don't really hear it. Well, you hear about it, but you don't really hear about it for real. So, and like this is really one of the like.
Y'all got good athletes?
Yeah, they nice.
Like
Football team was nice last year.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be nice this year. I gotta see. Basketball team, I don't really know. Rail on the team though, so you know, hopefully he do good. He just got his first offer
Oh, fire.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so
You play American football?
no, I don't play no sports no more.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I stay in my lane.
Design.
Respect all athletes.
Hey, man,
though.
you got
Yeah.
the drip, though. And the athletes want the drip, so.
What was the feeling like when you seen what you made up on the game, bro? Because it's like everybody play FIFA.
Yeah, that's
how
global, bro.
That's how you make friends. That's how you get to know people. That's how you talk a lot of trash. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Does everybody play FIFA, Kev? Do you play FIFA?
No, sorry. So it's different for me because I don't play FIFA, so I don't really know how big it is and like how big it was.
It's one of the biggest in the world, bro.
So it's like it didn't really like have a real effect on me. I mean, obviously it's in a big video game, so it was like a cool moment, but it wouldn't have hit me as much as somebody that actually played the game. So
So
it
which
was,
games you play? Which games you play?
I don't really play the game no more, but
Back in the day.
if I did, I was playing Call of Duty,
Mm.
2K,
Okay, God.
Okay.
Okay.
GTA.
Mm.
I was on Fortnite heavy at one point.
This stuff.
Serious.
You was nice like that?
I was nice.
Okay.
Dumb nice.
I've never played it.
Nah, Design FC gonna end up there too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For fact,
but
let me get
Little Fortnite skin for sure.
yeah,
Bust that
I
back.
think. I mean, just quickly going back to like what we were talking about with jerseys.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's like it looks so different if you go up to like a kid or a young person and you're like, hey, like I'm starting this program, or like, hey, we're running this like design and arts program, like do you want to come and join and learn creative skills? Like you're gonna get, I don't know what reaction you're gonna get,
Yeah.
but like you unlock so much more when you're like, hey, do you want to design your own sport jersey, right? And so it's like, for us, I don't know, like as fans and whatnot, it's like we wear the jerseys as like a symbol of pride, this and that, but for Design FC, like the jerseys and design is like the key that can open a kid's eyes to the world around them. You know what I mean? Like,
Gee.
That's beautiful, bro.
thank you. You just like, he started with one jersey, just like one jersey. He was like, okay, I like this program. I'm gonna come
Yeah.
back next year, and did another jersey, and then the next jersey he's in FIFA, and then the next year he's sitting down. No, Tim Weah was later, but it's like then he's
Yeah.
like traveling with us
Yeah.
to do a project with MLS in DC.
Keep the list going. What
Yeah.
else?
And then
What
the
else?
next year,
Yeah.
he's launching his own collection, his own brand that we're fully funding. And he links up with Kith and their foundation.
Sheesh. Big names.
And then it's New Balance and Tim Weah, right? But it's like you trace his journey back to just like creating one jersey.
Yeah.
And that's happening for like so many young people in our program. So I think it's,
what I'll add to that now, and I think another really important piece of like where Kev's journey is at now is we have new students who are now stepping into that role that Kev had in 6th and 7th grade, and now Kev's the one mentoring
The
them.
OG. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Look
That's
at you
fire.
showing the young
Yeah.
gun the ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
How does that feel to you though, to know that you're now, first you were being impacted by the program, but now you are positively impacting the other people in the program from your city with the work that you're doing?
I try my best, you know. I try to push them into like the positive way,
Yeah.
positive route, because I wish I had somebody that was like doing what I was doing at that age to tell me how to go about it or
Word.
how to think about it in a way. So just being able to give them the littlest feedback and being able to tell them like, stay focused. Don't ever delete a design, or
Yeah.
even something in the smallest. Just being able to say it and letting them hear it from me, somebody that's like around their age, that and they chasing their dreams too.
Mm-hmm.
It helps a lot.
And it's always going to hit harder coming directly from someone from that community.
Mm-hmm.
So that impact that you're having is huge. You might not know it yet, being only 17, but you're having a huge impact in your own city already, bro. So just to start, we're all very, very proud of you.
This is the mayor.
Yeah, heavy. Mayor of Chester.
Literally.
Absolutely. And that's where the Philly Union play, right? That's Chester, not Philadelphia, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on that stadium one time, for sure. That's dope. Was it very intentional for you to use a jersey as the first piece of design when just thinking about even the initiation and concept of Design FC? Were there other plans that you had initially before that unlocking moment of how a jersey would be something more special for a kid? Like, what was kind of that initiation thought process?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I went through a 2-year period where like so Ollie and I went to a school called Swarthmore that probably no one has heard of out here, but
shout out Swarthmore.
Shout out Swarthmore.
You know what I'm
saying? Like I got a grant to launch a social impact project from one of the centers on campus, and I spent 2 years sort of like going through different project proposals and thinking like, okay, what could I do with this?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Here it comes.
Watch it.
Watch it.
Fingers killing me.
Watch it.
I'm not
Watch it.
Wait a minute.
That's years of working with each other to just to connect like that. Yeah, I was about to touch
You want to
fingers.
say something?
Yeah, I was about to touch fingers. Yeah, I was about to touch fingers. Like, that's a Spider-Man meme, bro.
Spider-Man for sure. That's
He's
funny.
not gonna tell you the back part. Bro.
Okay, I'll do my version and then.
It's cool though.
So
he said what?
Yeah, that's funny, bro. Y'all funny, man.
Yeah, but it sort of like got to the point where like I've been playing soccer my whole life.
Yeah.
I think like through my younger brother and having a younger brother, like I've always loved working with kids and younger people, and at the time was doing like a lot of design work at the design school at Stanford, and was just learning a lot, and was like, okay, what is an accessible way to like teach this? Like this has been super impactful for my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like how can I teach it? And I don't know, through some like you're killing me.
I'm trying not to smile. Like, this guy,
no, but it was just like a few sparks of inspiration, and sort of was like, okay, I have this like design process that I've been like deeply embedded in.
Yeah.
And it's less so even like graphic design. Like we're talking the world of like design thinking, human-centered design, not getting into all of that. But it was like, okay, I'm going to like mirror this design process alongside the design of a jersey.
Right.
And it was like, as kids like go through their jersey design, like they're learning all of these like really important creative skills.
That are applicable in general to other
that are
things.
applicable to just like
Exactly.
life. And
For sure.
the goal was to sort of like have them learn those skills and then apply it to other stuff. Like the first year was like, okay, half the year is going to be design a jersey. Second half of the year is like, we're going to take these skills and apply it to like solving a problem that the class agrees on at their school.
Yeah.
And it's been like 8 years. We still haven't gotten to that
Just
that
been
second
the
part.
jersey.
Yeah, that's it.
They like
But
the
they
jet,
like
bro.
they really
Yeah.
like it sort of was like that first year was building it like I had like an initial plan, but it really turned into like a week by week type of thing where you go in with an idea and it's reacted, like the audience will react to it in some type of way, and you like keep adjusting and tweaking, and like the energy that they brought around the jerseys like blew me away. So I was like, okay, wait, like let's like actually lean more into this. And that's when, and he was part of the first year, so I don't know, we could talk more about that, but it's like that's when I think the program really started shifting more towards like, okay, it's like, yes, it's about these like creative thinking skills, but this is more about like autobiographical storytelling. This is about self-expression. This is about like actual design and fashion, and it just like started snowballing from there. So it's been crazy. It's been come October, it'll be 8 years that I've been doing this. Which is insane.
Congrats to that.
Crazy.
Five-A-Side also
Crazy.
founded in October, so we're coming on our
There we
third
go.
year. You know what I'm
There we
saying?
go.
Shout out October. Absolutely.
Yeah, 7 years of wavy, boy.
And then 7
7
years of
years of
wavy in
wavy.
about a week and a half-ish. Like
Incredible.
10 days-ish. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, man.
Time be flying.
Truly.
Yeah, no,
Not at all.
Yeah.
Bro.
that's crazy.
So
Hmm.
it's been a journey.
No, man.
It's been a journey.
Through those 8 years,
Yeah.
though, what are some major highlights that you'd want to let people know about? Because y'all done some crazy
yeah.
I could bring some
collaborations.
stuff up if you guys
You know what I
forget.
mean? We got FIFA, New Balance, Nike,
Yeah.
all types of stuff.
I think like again, it was early on. It was like I think like my philosophy was really, let's not operate like a traditional nonprofit.
What does
Right.
that mean?
That means like you don't see nonprofits like working with the people that we're working. I think like
Okay.
That's
there are obviously there are incredible like nonprofits that we can shout out in the sports space that like do have these collaborations and whatnot. But for me, it was like, let's build a youth-driven brand that has impact at its core, but ultimately like, if you can tap into the resources and the opportunities and the eyeballs and like the athletes, the talent, like everything that just exists in sport and entertainment, funnel a little bit towards impact, like that recipe is really powerful for me. So it was like, we're gonna run our incredible programs, and like Oliver is like the most wicked like teacher and curriculum designer you could like ever imagine. And it's like, the programs are phenomenal, and then like on top of that, let's go out into the world and find like the biggest names possible, and like unlock doors that kids didn't even know existed, right? And so it's like that formula for impact, I think, is really rare. And for me, it's like cultural relevancy for the org and like for our students, like that is impact.
Of course.
You know, like we're taking our kids to like the NBA and WNBA and like having them sit down with execs, or like
Crazy.
going to KD's office and boardroom, or like going to Kith, and it's just like,
Wasn't there a women's footballer too?
I mean, we did stuff with Georgia Stanway, who just won the Euros.
Y'all were in
Shout- say
London,
that.
right?
Say that again.
Yeah.
Shout out Georgia Stanway. Congrats on the Euros.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but that was like, so you're actually, you want to talk about some of the projects, or you want to hit some of the projects?
I mean,
Yeah.
what I wanted to add to that is
Yeah.
like our model revolves around this idea of classroom clout, which is something our good friend Io, shout out Io, he came up with actually during a Swarthmore class. But the idea is like we have our programs, and then we have more of like this partnership and project arm. And like what Omri was just talking about, it's like the bigger the names that we can bring in these projects, it makes Design FC cooler to be a part of for a kid. And like, I mean, we'll ask Kev about that, but it's like, if you see that this organization or this after school program that you're a part of as a 5th grader is partnered with Kevin Durant, is working with New Balance, is taking kids on trips to New York, it's like, damn, I really want to be in that. And that's like
Y'all the
a
cool
cool
kids.
thing to be a part of. Yeah.
It creates a really dope symbiotic relationship between the two parts, because that just also increases the partners who now want to partner with you, because you can list off all the names you just listed off too. And then the students like that more, and it just revolves and keeps getting better. It's amazing.
And it looks so different. Like, we've experienced it where we're like, hey, like, come next week. We're doing whatever. Just like, hey, I'll see you next week. Versus like, hey, Adidas is coming to the classroom. Or like, hey, New Balance is coming to the classroom. And you're going to do like a sneaker design workshop.
Yeah.
Right? That's like game changing. And also like, these industries very clearly have like a lack of representation.
Heavy.
Right? It's like, I think the stat is like either like less than, I know for sure it's less than 10%. I think it's 5% of like designers in that world are black. Right? And so it's like the school districts and schools that we operate in, it's like someone needs to be creating these pathways and opening these doors. And it's so easy for these brands to just like, I don't know.
They have the money.
Yeah, like
They definitely have the money.
yeah, it really doesn't take much, and you have organizations like Design FC or like plenty of other nonprofits that are doing incredible work. All you need to do is just shine a small light on them.
Throw a bucket,
And throw
for sure.
some.
And the other thing that I feel like we haven't said is Design FC starts in 4th grade.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow,
like
super
we're
young.
taking 4th and 5th graders to the NBA headquarters.
For sure.
And they're sitting in seats
Yeah.
where like the NBA works, and they're not only like learning about what these jobs are, but they're like actually sitting in the seats of the people who have these jobs.
It's incredible.
And if you're, again, in 4th or 5th grade and you experience that, and not only, again, are you like listening to a panel of people at the NBA and the WNBA, but you're then presenting your work to them. And just like the way that can make a kid feel, and the way that changes how they see their future.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's huge.
It's all about exposure at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You're saying-
and the earlier you can give them that exposure has a greater impact on them. So the fact that I didn't even know y'all go as early as 4th grade, because they always talk about the better impact you can have on a kid's life is be that positive influence earlier on. So getting them at 10 versus 18,
It's crazy.
completely different. So that's incredible.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
you went through it.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
You went through it.
that's why I'm here now.
I'm crying.
Following the steps.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Hey man, y'all brought up the NBA, the WNBA as well. Talk to me about what I got on. Know what I'm saying? I really appreciate the fact that y'all tapping in with local New York ball. If you know New York ball, you know New Heights. Shout out Fred, signature Fred, Fred Rohan, aka Rich Paul. Shout out Design FC. What do I got on, man?
You helped do the project. You got it.
What's going on?
You
No
got
point
it.
in me,
Come
bro.
on.
I ain't
Come
design
on.
it. Like
You were there.
You were
You
there.
traveled.
Kev, what I'm
Kev,
wearing?
come on.
traveled to
on,
run that
bro.
workshop.
Yo, what I'm
I
wearing?
got
bro?
started. I'm on the back end. I don't really know too much about it. I was just there to help to put it together. I played my part.
Yeah.
Is anything
He's a
on the
humble
jersey?
guy, you
Yeah,
guys can say. He's a very humble guy, bro.
Exactly
He's like
like
KD. Like,
Let me know.
Yeah, no, we collaborated with New Heights and JDS Sports on, this is our second ever basketball project, and I'm super excited about that. And it was just like they're launching a new program in-house called The Bridge. I think it's 5th and 6th graders, an in-house league, and it's the first year that they're launching the program, and so they brought us in to basically like give the team creative control over the jerseys that they wear as part of the program. And so
that's beautiful.
Kev took a few trips down from Chester with Ollie. They did some design workshops,
What's right here?
and
On the? Can you switch the camera?
that's The Bridge, I guess. That's the name of the
Okay.
of the new program.
I think it's based off the Warriors jersey.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think
that's the Golden
No,
Gate
you know what's
Bridge.
crazy?
And then
it may have been
it's
a
got the
Brooklyn
yellow
Bridge.
too.
No, it was. So they was talking about
See,
cheetahs.
he does know.
Okay, you got it. Come on.
Because it is the
Right?
Warriors.
Bro,
fan,
I'm
but-
asking for your assistance, bro. Help me out, man.
He was the bridge is like that's self-explanatory. He was drawing a bridge. He did that by himself too. He did that hand drawn. That's
crazy.
But
Who's he, sorry?
the brick part, it was like he wanted to do bricks, but he wanted to draw a cheetah too. So I'm like, just do a cheetah print brick.
Yo,
That's
Yep.
how that came up.
that sounds like a Pusha T line, but yeah. Yo, I'll be here all night. That was a good one. That was a bar. That was good. All right.
Okay, word.
That's fire, bro. That's fire.
That's what's
Yeah.
up, man. That's
So-
what's up.
Did they intend it to be the Warriors at all? Because it really is the same
I know,
yellow
yeah.
circle with the
It's
bridge.
true.
Or is that just a happen
I
chance?
think
Or
they
they might
just-
not have even realized from their memory they was doing it.
I
That's
think
dope,
that's
though.
just how it came out.
Yeah.
Is the design on the
Hard, though.
sleeves? This mean anything?
That's like little N's and Y's for New Heights. That actually one of the coaches drew that, and we saw it and we were like, "Yo, we got to put that in the jersey."
I asked that for a reason.
Yeah,
See the details. I don't know what's on the back. I haven't checked the back yet. So.
Yeah.
And it's reversible, too. The whole nother design.
Mhm.
Oh, is it?
Versatile. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's part of an initiative we have called the Jersey Project,
Oh,
which is
reverse
where
it.
we take let him reverse it. We'll,
A live reverse.
yep.
Hey, man. Okay, this is the back.
Mm.
Y'all can see on the camera.
Love the font.
See, what I say, Brooklyn?
Yep.
The font is crazy.
You like Brooklyn,
Hand
bro?
drawn.
You know he only repping Chester, bro. You're not gonna get that.
You know,
You like things, man.
I ain't been there long enough to have an opinion on it.
That's fair. That's
People
that's
will
what
be-
people should say more.
But guess what?
I wish people said that more.
He gonna see people jogging in the rain for sure. So if you don't like that, good luck.
You were saying about the reversible, though.
Yeah, so this is part of an initiative we have called the Jersey Project, which is basically taking a year of Design FC and compressing it into a 2-hour design intensive where we
wow.
work with a youth team, soccer, basketball, potentially maybe baseball coming soon.
Yeah.
Along now. They could use y'all help for real. Stinky old jerseys, not sport. Stinky old sport too. They need y'all help heavy. Baseball, get it together. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah,
Huh? That's what I'm saying. I'm pitching it for them, bro. They need help.
So we talk a lot about baseball these days.
See?
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so we work with youth teams, and they like work together to design a jersey that then becomes the jersey that they wear.
That's so
like,
cool.
in games. So really, it's like adding a whole other component to the program, where instead of just using a jersey to talk about like what matters to you personally, the team is actually coming together and they're talking about like what their team means to them, what their city means to them.
That's beautiful.
And then turning that into a jersey.
And also it's like we're literally giving like youth teams an opportunity to design the jersey that they step out onto the field or court playing in,
Instead of contacting manufacturers.
Yeah.
no, not
Give them
even,
a-
it's just like
Yeah.
you're just given a jersey as a kid.
Yeah.
But imagine it's like, hey, you're actually gonna like from scratch design every single
Yeah.
inch of your jersey.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's a different feeling playing in it too.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all are
Yeah.
tapping into like natural kids' imagination, genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all were at the U.S. Soccer Foundation event
Yeah.
where y'all had, they gave you a bunch of blank jerseys
Yeah.
that the kids were able to then create and design their own and get
Yeah.
printed on. And you can see just how natural it is for a kid to want to do that, to want to
Exactly.
be able to express themselves through design. And that's honestly something that people have complained about the school system lacking. So y'all are making like very legitimate impact on children's lives in a considerably failing American school system.
Totally.
Not just from the design, but like the lack of self-expression
Yeah.
that kids can sometimes struggle with, especially in a super digital age. And just like, especially with just so many things being completely digitized and not in person.
Yeah.
So like the impact y'all are having is like more of what we need in the world, period.
Thank
Like this
you.
is very serious work y'all are doing. So
Yeah.
very, very proud of what y'all
What's,
got.
yeah. What's your response to that? I got stuff to say, but I'm curious.
Response to what?
What he just said.
Like the digital part?
No, everything before. Where it's like, I mean, the importance of like design and art programming or
Self-expression too.
Yeah.
'Cause they don't teach you in school how to express yourself, but this is a vehicle for people to learn a little bit of how to do that in a way that you're not taught. They don't have classes on emotional intelligence, you know what I mean, and
Yeah, I think-
self-reflection and all that. So
I just think it's like, I think people learn how to self-express on their own, just in a negative way. I feel like stuff like Design FC and many other things to help put it towards a positive direction. Because, you know, a lot of people, when they get mad, you know, they run it down with switches.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if they had a positive outlet to go to, it'll probably put it in a better perspective for them and give them that, like how like writing in a journal could be relieving to some people. It's like if they had
For
something
sure.
like that, it'd be a lot less of whatever's going on nowadays.
It's
that's
a different,
100% real, bro.
it funnels it into a different outlet, is what you're saying, and it's cool tying in sport too, because sport is an outlet for a lot of
Heavy.
people.
mm-hmm.
And then you tie in like, yo, there's another way that this sport, for me, thinking about, you know, when I was younger playing different sports at school, it would just mean a lot more to be able to play in something that I already designed and already am telling my story in. You know what I'm saying? Every goal I score, every, you know,
Yeah.
basket I get gonna mean a lot more. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So hopefully that's something that you're able to see even with your friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'd say too, just even telling your story, because you don't really tell your story like that in school.
Mhm.
You don't really talk about your life that much. You're more, you know, learning math and learning different writing skills and reading comprehension or science, but it's not a lot of that inward looking, not a lot of self-reflection, and not a lot of self-expression. You're not taught how to talk about emotions, how to express emotions, how to relieve them.
Yeah.
So giving them an early way of how to cope with that is huge, huge. Because you more kind of randomly, naturally find it, but to actually kind of be given the opportunity to be taught it, I think is just super impactful.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And that's probably something we like. It's one of those things where it's really hard to measure.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
genuinely, where it's like
yeah.
we see it in classrooms or in design workshops, or like we'll see it if we work one-on-one with the student, but it's like there are so many moments where these jerseys become like an outlet for a kid to just like get everything out that they're like experiencing, feeling, or thinking, whether it be positive or negative. Like it could be about like mental health struggles, it could be about what's going on in your neighborhood, it could be about like, I don't know, literally like anything. And so it's like, and I think it's really different also to like in many ways, like these jerseys give like young people space to just like speak right? And it looks really different. Like, imagine if we had a bunch of, like, we had a class sitting around here. You're like, hey, let's talk about what's bothering you. You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
Genuinely. So it's like, it's like exciting, it's creative, it's cool, yet it's so like, it can be so emotionally deep for a kid to like go through this jersey design process if they want to go in that direction. We have kids that will design like a Bruce Lee jersey and it'll be like, all right, I'm done. 5 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah.
Just like, or like they want to open a bakery when they grow up and they just have a bunch of baked goods on it. Like, that's incredible.
It is.
And that's like the direction that the kid wants to go in. But then there's like, you've had it on your FIFA jersey, Rel had it on his FIFA jersey. Yeah. So it's really like, these jerseys are powerful.
No, man.
Yeah.
I definitely have a couple more questions for all of y'all. I think the first question would be, there's definitely people who are listening to this and have their own aspirations to help the youth, have their own aspirations to tie in culture, sport, but provide opportunities. What would you say to someone who wants to start, and how do you see your own self-growth through Design FC that keeps you committed but also excited? Because that enthusiasm, it gets hard.
Yeah.
Working with these brands is not easy. Y'all are keeping a lot of the BS to yourselves, as y'all should. But, with those two things, just looking inward.
I mean, what I would say, and I think it connects to like what Omri was just saying as well, but it's like at Design FC, the kids lead everything, and everything is built around like what the kids are into and what they want to do. So, I mean, Kev is the best example because a lot of Design FC has been built around Kev and like what he wanted to do. But you see that at every level of our program. It's like, again, going back to what Omri's saying about the different jerseys, the jersey is only for the kid to decide what they want to do and the direction they want to take it. And our job as coaches and as mentors is more to like provide them with that outlet and that canvas to do it, and then help like push them to be creative. And again, that extends like all the way up the org, where it's like one day Kev is like, I want to make my own merch, and we don't know how to do that. So we're like, all right, I guess we'll figure it out. I guess we'll launch the Design FC Academy, which is a program for older students who've been with Design FC for a few years, where we're providing them MacBooks, full Adobe Creative Suite, teaching them how to design on their own. I remember, I think it was 2021, and like we were talking about how to keep Design FC like interesting for Kev. And
he was getting bored.
Bought him a MacBook.
That's fair.
And we were like, let's go from, having him tell us what he wants something to look like, and we're doing it on the computer, to like, no, let's put it in his hands, give him the full control of the process. And again, now like he's an expert. He travels with us to like work on brand projects. He's teaching the next generation. But yeah, I would say like follow what
Big Kev.
the kids
Come on
want.
now, Big Kev, not the little one. Big Kev, stop playing with him.
Hey, man. That's fire. Were you about to say something, no? I had
You're on.
It plays a big part in keeping yourself going, because it's like you never know what's going to happen next in a way. You might see somebody where it's like, all right, like they really good, and then you just give them a little bit of advice. Now they on billboards, so it's like you just never know what's gonna happen next. You never know what's in store for somebody else, and it definitely keeps you motivated, because like I see them want to go, it's like now I ain't got no reason not to go. They doing the same thing that I did, so it's like, all right, if I could see them doing it, I'm like, I might as well do the same thing. Do it my own way.
Love that, bro.
It's an endless cycle.
For sure.
My fault. No, another question too. Might be a little deep, but y'all have spent a lot of time with each other. And vice versa, Omri and obviously Ali on Kev, and then Kev on Omri and Ali back too. What's something very special about Kev that you think he doesn't know about himself yet?
Oh,
That's a great
I
question.
love this. That's a great question.
And then Kev, after they respond with something about Omri and Ali that's very special about them that you don't think they know. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a great question.
yeah.
I forget which one of you asked me also it was like, what's the highlights of Design FC? Like, we have whatever the more shiny stuff, right? It's like being in FIFA, like what that stuff is incredible.
Yeah.
But like, he's the first. Like when I started Design FC, he was the first student to return his like sign up form.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. So, and that was 4th grade. 5th grade.
That was,
One
me in
thing
check.
he gonna do is correct you.
Yeah,
bro.
What are you gonna do is raise
that
a
was a
finger?
transition.
Yeah.
One more, yeah.
The summer going into 5th grade. Yeah.
So it's like,
Commitment.
yeah, it's like the highlight has been like being able to work with him and seeing him grow. He drives me crazy sometimes, for sure.
Yeah.
As you like, imagine.
But
The
like,
giggle.
yeah. But like,
The smile.
that's been the most fun I've had. And like, we're now, it's sort of like Oliver mentioned, the org, and then I'll answer your question directly.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
was like, he was the first student, and his cousin Nyrel, who designed the jersey behind you, he was the second student.
Cool.
And as he grew, he forced Design FC to grow. Right? So it's like us like running to build like the plane as it's flying, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And so it's like every program, for the most part, that has been born has been largely because like Kev was getting older, and we were
Shit.
like,
Trendsetter,
all right, like
bro.
we gotta make him
Keep
happy.
up. You
He's
gotta
the
keep
man.
up.
He's the man.
Hey, star player, star boy.
Yeah, definitely.
Star boy, star
Yeah,
boy.
LeBron.
Hey.
LeBron with them contracts.
Give him the ball,
definitely. Give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
him
Get
the
out
year.
get out the way.
Give him the player option on the
What?
deal.
Exactly.
For sure.
KG, Kevin Garnett, just scoring, bro.
Big ticket.
He dragging it. You know?
So that's been like my favorite part of DFC, and like
Yeah.
he's grown with me, with Ollie, with the org, and we're now getting to the point where it's like we're working on his like design portfolio for college.
Cool.
And like
Incredible.
we'll see. You're the boss. You tell us where you want to go and all that. But like that full circle moment closing, I think will be special. But the one thing that I think you don't know about yourself is, I know you're talented. I think you have a gift with people when you let yourself.
You're
We
not
always,
jacking
like,
it, bro.
yeah,
You're not
listen.
jacking it, bro.
Listen,
got it.
whenever Kev, he books his own travel, right? He's like that. He has the company card. He books his own travel on the Amtrak.
Come
Okay.
on now.
Not even the bus. He's on Amtrak.
Okay, fair.
My
Shows
guy.
up to the station.
Yes, sir. We don't
And-
do that, Buzz.
There's no words between us for like 20, 30 minutes.
Nah, it's not even like that for real. It's just like when you go into new environments, you got to feel everything out. Feel me? When I go to New York, it's hectic. It's weird. I gotta make
Yeah.
sure the
Nah, I
air
got
is
you, bro.
different.
It
Yeah.
is. No, you're right.
So
Observant.
but, yeah,
yeah.
he's a quiet dude, but I think like when the switch is on, I think you're unstoppable. So I'm
Fine.
excited to see you keep growing.
Fine.
Yeah.
Ali?
Yeah, hard to follow that up.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I keep talking about like Kev becoming a mentor for the next generation.
Fair.
And I said this to you the other day, but we were on a call with like one of our younger students who's about to join the Design FC Academy.
Cool.
And like it's us, her, and her mom on this Zoom call. And, you know, Kev, he can be humble, he can be soft-spoken. He doesn't always share his wisdom, but in this moment, he just completely opened, and I pressed mute on the Zoom call, and I think like,
Give him the
I don't
ball,
know, just
man.
like the things that he had to share, like about his journey, and watching the way that this student was like on the edge of her seat, just like absorbing everything that he had to say, was like, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Like,
For
it was
Saw the
crazy.
growth. Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah, and then like maybe more on the lighthearted side, it's like I remember teaching Kev Illustrator like 5 years ago, and now like again he's teaching everyone in the program. He's teaching our coaches. Sometimes he's showing me stuff I don't know how to do.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean just again like I don't know, the way you've grown like over the last 5-7 years has been, one of the most beautiful parts about DFC, and definitely like, life highlight for sure.
No, for sure, man. Okay, what's cool about these
I'm about to
guys,
shed
bro?
a tear, bro. You got me. Woof.
What's cool about these
Yeah.
guys? They don't even know.
Let me see. I don't know, bro. They like borderline lifesavers, bro. It's like, the opportunities they giving me, just being able to always go for them for help, whether it's anything, not even just design, just like life advice. You know what I'm saying? What I should do next, and just being there all the time, bro. They like little big brothers, in a way. So just they like lifesavers in a way.
That's fine.
Always there, no matter what. So
That's beautiful.
I don't express it enough, but
Hey, that's
one
real.
day.
That's real, bro. Listen.
I appreciate that, kid.
100%. That's beautiful to hear. Kendrick, do you have questions?
Yeah, where's Kendrick?
We got Kendrick, bro. I've been waiting to see him popping over here.
The question was like, going on Josh's question earlier, like, how do you all, for the listeners, like, how do you all go about, like, brand opportunities? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
we were both in Paris at one point.
Yeah.
Versus brand stuff. Like, I would love to hear more about, like, y'all approach.
Yeah.
And how you secure FIFA, how you secure
Yeah.
some of these big
Mm-hmm.
Other people who want to do the same and help the youth.
Yeah, you asked that too. All right, let me think how to answer this.
I mean, I have
Yeah,
a
you
bit of
start.
an answer. Yeah,
Go
I would
ahead.
say it's like two things. One is truly like if you want to do something with a brand, especially like in the impact space, build it first.
Yeah.
Like don't wait. If you want to do something, if you have an idea, like launch it,
Proof
do
of
it,
concept.
make it.
Mm-hmm.
People will take notice.
That's true.
And then the other thing is like it's all about connections. And I
Hmm.
feel like everyone says this all the time in every aspect of life, but truly it's like the people you know, the people who like you, the people that you like.
Yeah.
Like everyone, I feel like we're always looking out for the people that are in our corner and vice versa. And it's like opportunities come up. And if you have like a solid network that again is not like, I feel like sometimes people have that network that's more like transactional.
Fair.
Mhm.
But if it's
Yeah.
like real,
Yeah,
people are always trying to make opportunities for each other.
That's true.
for sure.
Yeah. I would say, I guess, the direct, like, the brand question. And maybe this is even, like, pivoting the conversation a bit. But it's, like, if it wasn't for that, like, classroom clout ethos, like, going the brand route for projects is not the move. Like, I don't, like,
Okay.
it's, like, exhausting, extremely slow moving. And if you're a nonprofit, oftentimes it's much easier to just fundraise and just like make things happen that way.
Yeah.
But like, there's, I guess, like a call out to people out there also. It's like, I would say I'm very disappointed and like disheartened almost
Oh, wow.
seeing what's happening, like especially in the soccer world or the footy world, like as we lead up to World Cup.
Mm.
Right? Like,
Speak on it, bro.
like I'm sure you all are experiencing. I hope everybody is calling you to book you. But it's like it's like this frenzy around the sport, but nothing is actually hitting. Like nothing is actually like sinking in and like growing roots or like actually making a difference. Obviously there's a few cases that you see here and there, but it's like we just see this, like the amount of money that is thrown around, I think in the sport world or in the entertainment world for the same events or activations or panels, and it's just the same thing. I feel like I see you, it's like a simulation. I just like see you guys at a different location.
Same.
I could
Same
go on this
people.
for 3
Yeah.
hours straight.
But it's like
I've been feeling this so deeply what you're talking about right now.
But it's like that brand spend 100, 200, 300K on that one event. And that's like the lower end of the range. And like we can grow to like 20 or 30 schools across the US with that money.
Yeah.
Like that to me is crazy. And it's like everybody's just like throwing on like FC at the end of everything, and it's like, all right, like we're tapped into soccer now, and like it's just, I think there's an opportunity for brands or sponsors that like want to do actual good work to like tap in with organizations like Design FC or incredible other like nonprofits or community driven orgs, even like you all, genuinely.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
no, love, man, love.
they're, yeah. And again, it's like the work that we do also, it's like we can bring beautiful things to life, like alongside professional athletes, alongside brands, alongside teams, and you're able to like center youth and have an impact, but yeah, like still make your mark on the sports world in like a unique way. So I don't know if that made sense.
No,
but
it makes
it's
a
like,
lot of sense, bro.
Yeah, it's like
We super agree.
definitely.
See the
I
same
will
people
say-
at the same events, and I always felt too like, also by making so many of those activations exclusive, you're also not bringing in the community like at all.
Yeah.
So even from a transactional perspective of trying to grow the sport in the US or bring more eyes to your product, you're just inviting a bunch of creators, influencers, podcasters,
Yeah.
whatever, but you're not bringing in the community in any sort of way. So even for growing your brand, I feel like it's not as helpful as it could be. And then for a more deepful, meaningful community route, you're also not doing that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's missing on both fronts by just throwing the same events with the same discussions,
Right.
the little open bar, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, with the same people there, seeing
the
the
same
having the same
Instagram
conversations.
reel with like
Do you know
you
what
got
I'm
the DJ playing the tunes,
It's-
and then the
it's-
camera
no, of
goes
course,
like
bro.
this, and it goes.
And it's funny you
Like-
saying that, bro, because it feels like, you said simulation, it feels like AI. Pretty much. And I was going to ask y'all separately your
Ooh.
thoughts on AI and design and how that's
Ooh,
going to
all right.
impact everything.
I wanted to.
But what
No,
Eric?
that
Huh?
sounds
Wait,
hilarious.
AI Eric Adams?
Word. I did want to hit
Yeah.
on that topic because one of the things that you brought up, or at least concepts, and like when I first think about this, and I'm gonna call it counterculture activism, like that's kind of like a label for it that I've seen. Like I said, athlete that brings that to mind is AI. You know what I'm saying? Allen Iverson, during his time period, he was always a symbol. I'm trying to say this well. He was always a symbol of the roots and the foundation of the sport with which the organization turned their back on. That makes sense. You know what I mean? And so bringing up just this concept of the sports world, obviously trying to expand and grow into certain markets, but they're limiting themselves because they're not tapping into it fully. They're pricing out individuals from being at the stadiums, being at these games. And obviously that's what we're trying to do and been doing, you know, with obviously with Footy, Five Aside, even just, you know, individually. That's something that we take pride in because it's like, yo, like, we just had that AFCON one-on-one at Bamba. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Usman, the ref. You know what I'm saying? He's controlling the madness, but it's like, bro, there's people who are now sharing that and saying, like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of representation that are not being tapped into.
And like, how much did that cost?
I was about to say $0.
Just the
But,
permit,
like,
right?
Huh?
Just the permit, probably.
Like realistic, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a price.
And the
There's
point
not
is,
a
though, the
number.
brands have a
I
trillion.
shouldn't be looking for numbers.
Point he's
I don't wanna get you in
point he's
trouble.
saying is
Yeah.
that small fee that it takes to do something like that
Like
to pay
that.
for a permit
Literally.
is
Fact.
nothing comparable to these pointless activations, which could be literally 1,000 times more expensive.
And that you could use that money to amplify certain
Yeah.
things. You know, keep things local, keep things true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shine light on the roots to which make sport culture, man. Continue. My fault.
Yeah. Back to the AI and design, though. It's funny that you said AI after we're talking about AI.
Bro, listen,
That's perfect.
it's
Come on.
intentional.
Segues.
Bro. We're
Mhm.
nice, bro.
Segues.
Come on.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's fake in a way.
It is.
It's subjective. You know, to some people it's kind of easier because, you know, they feel like it's the easy way out. But that's what's wrong with the world nowadays, bro. Like everything is so simple now. They want it to be simplistic, and it's like the originality is going away in a way. Like nothing is original, but nobody tries to be original now. It's like everybody want a copy of another thing. It's kind of like
algorithms,
everything in general, music, different soccer jerseys and all that stuff. It's like if everybody wanted to go in their own lane, it'd be so much better because you could have different lanes to pick from. But
Yeah.
if everybody want to be a copy of another person, to be a copy of that person,
Yeah.
So how do you go about it?
I stay to myself. You feel me? I don't. That's why I don't like looking out into the world for inspiration. 'Cause I don't want to.
Loud it.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I gotta take from some, or I gotta look at somebody else for inspiration, or to feel like I need it to make myself established. Like I feel like you should be able to imagine it yourself and bring it to life. If you can,
That's
then
beautiful.
Simple.
We're gonna clap it up for that.
Hold on. He said simple people.
Bro,
okay,
simple people. And this is
simple people.
Listen, he's wise.
Bro,
no,
he said simple people, bro.
Nah, that he's just you're wise beyond your years, but you're speaking on back to Josh's counterculture. That's the counterculture to social media culture, which is all algorithm based, trend based. What's going viral? What's the next thing to latch onto? You know, it's like this song, What the Helly, and then it's into the Jello, and then it's into Love Island, and then it's like, what's the Demure versus Brat, and just people like we're losing.
See how he's just listed the lesson.
We're losing individual.
I don't even.
Nah, you're losing like individuality. Like people are speaking like TikToks, and it's like, dog, you don't understand how much of this is really controlling you. But your methodology of what you're doing as a kid too is incredible, because that's what more people need to do, regardless, not just children, but like adults, dog. People are losing their individuality.
Social media is fake. Everything on social media is fake.
Yeah, man.
And it's weird because it makes people not want to be real in a way.
100%.
It takes away from like I feel like everybody sees something on social media and it gets like this big outreach, and they feel like, all right, now I got to do the same thing, or I got to do something similar to get the same or similar outreach. And I feel like it's cool, but you're not being you, and you know you're not being you.
Yeah.
So it's like, just be you, bro. Like you gotta look in the mirror sometimes.
Listen, don't ride the wave. Create your own wave. That's what we did in 2018. You know the vibes, man.
Nah. Stay wavy for real. That was a wavy answer, bro. For me, that's fire though, and that speaks to your self belief. Yeah. For some people, it could be hard though, Kev. Because some people they either don't believe in themselves or see it, or even are given experiences or outlets to see how they could, turn their own experiences into something else. So.
And we said Kev got his own brand now?
Yeah.
We got to hear about this, bro. Put it up. Tell us about it.
PR. I need
heavy
some
PR. There's a clip, everything.
It's called Prosperity and Abundance.
Oof, the name is fire.
It stemmed from 888. That's kind of like 8 my favorite number, and that's why I don't know, it's my thing. 88 is like my name for everything. But it stemmed from that, like the meaning of that, and then it's just like a blank canvas disguised as a clothing brand. So it's really just me being creative, creating my own designs, and then I just put it on a t-shirt and sell it because, have fun with it. But it's just me being creative and having fun with it in different ways, and giving it and letting it be able to display it and go across the world through walking billboards or clothing. So yeah,
that's what you got in your chest right now, huh?
Yeah, this
fire.
Super tough. Yeah, the tee. I haven't seen this tee before. You wearing it here too with the eyes. I love the eyes on it.
And abundance. How you come up with that, man? You're just a prosperous guy.
You just prosperous. He is a prosperous guy, clearly, though.
It's a fact.
I feel like that's like goals I set for myself in terms of like overall life, because I feel like prosperity. You can have prosperity in anything, not just wealth, like faith, success, determination, whatever you wanted to call it. But so I feel like just having prosperity in an abundance in a large form, just having it and like coming, just bigger and bigger, guaranteed to win in life.
That's real, bro. And the abundance mindset is necessary in everything that we're doing. Like we had to have an abundance mindset in creating Wavy Footy and Five-A-Side. Y'all had to have an abundance mindset in Design FC. Everything you're doing with your brand, like being able to actually tap into that and put that to use for whatever you're doing in life is so important. Even with the way you handle time, money, relationships, etc. Like it is essential to have that abundance mindset. So you even have a beautiful name for the brand too, bro.
Prosperity and abundance.
Sure.
Hey man,
you gotta look into the camera and tell them. Hit the link.
That camera right there too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna drop the link somewhere.
Come on.
Y'all boys go tap in. ProsperityandAbundance.com. 4 tees, a pair of shorts. Got this one, that one. We got a Hello tee. We got a Rose tee. That's one of my favorite pieces that I ever designed. And the shorts. It's the 888
these
logo.
Two?
No,
okay.
These not mine, but
got you.
The shorts, it's my 8. It's like an 888 logo. I kind of went back to that. And it's a different vibe. Styles are different. Like the collection is different style. It's me more vibrant and more colorful. I'm trying to stay in that lane. I'm not trying to go back to the black and white all the time. But
I feel you, bro.
I'm branching out. I'm trying to grow.
Love it, man. It's
2 for
beautiful.
2, bro.
2 for 2, heavy.
Mhm.
And what's next for Design FC? Y'all have already done so much, but I know
Yeah.
there's got to be some crazy stuff in the works with the World Cup coming up and everything. So, what's
Yeah.
next, man? What should people be looking out for? How can they get involved
Yeah.
too? You feel me?
Yeah. You want to hit on expansion?
Yeah, so something we're super excited about and that we've been building towards for a few years is expanding our after-school program nationally. So this is the program, again, that Kev was the first student of in Chester. We've been running that. We're about to start our 8th year in Chester. And yeah, it's time to bring Design FC to the country and to the world. And yeah, give more kids the opportunity to engage in the program and to design their own work. So yeah, this fall we'll be launching pilot programs at 6 different cities around the country.
Wow.
Yeah, as like a phase 1 of expanding the program.
And for those who would like to help,
Yeah.
those who would like to elevate, you know,
Yeah.
how can they do that? But also, like, shit, if Design FC could be as big as it could be, what would it be, man?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, if you're trying to support,
Yeah.
hit the donate link wherever it is, right here.
Link in
Right
bio.
here.
Right
here.
there's the button.
Yeah.
I think it just goes back to, like, we're really trying to build a creative movement for impact. Can we bring the biggest names together across sport, design, fashion, media, tech, and, like, create life-changing opportunities for the youth in our programs?
Which cities? Shout out some cities that you would like, if you
Yeah.
feel comfortable with. Obviously, the expansion is there. But there might
Yeah.
be somebody
Yeah.
in a city that you don't even
Yeah.
know that's looking for y'all, man.
Yeah, I mean, we have a long short list,
Cool.
but some of the cities that we're talking to, both like directly with schools, school districts, potential partners, we've
Mhm.
got Arlington, Virginia,
Cool.
Baltimore, DC, New
Right.
York, Miami,
Mm,
Denver, St. Louis, and the Bay.
lit.
Portland, Maine.
So we have Portland, Maine.
Okay, that'll
Portland
be
Heights.
that'll be big.
Yeah, but the other thing I want to add, and like Gabe, it goes back to what
Yeah.
you were saying, just with like the global and national context around the
Yeah.
work, is like the reality is after school programs are so at risk and under threat right now, just given the political setting.
Sure.
And I mean, we've seen like in the big beautiful bill, it's like there's only one federal program for after school, and it's called the 21st Century Grant, and it's like $1.5 billion, 1.5 million kids, and it's getting zeroed out. So it's like, what is the impact of that?
Yeah,
Who are the kids that are losing out
of course.
on programs? And again, going back to our whole structure, it's like if we can tap in to some of these like brands, sports teams who are fine and they have the money, can they help cover this gap that's going to start like hitting a lot of communities around the country?
Yes.
So
It's
yeah.
scary.
And yeah. And I think just like for people out there, it's like I think people in like sports and design and fashion and like all of those worlds, they don't realize how big of an impact they could actually have. Like there are just life-changing opportunities at each of those places, or budgets to be unlocked to fund incredible like programs like Design FC. It's like so much can happen with like a drop of a brand's budget, genuinely. So yeah,
Listen, brands, if you're watching this and you just
Exactly.
heard it,
Tap in.
with Design FC. Once again, appreciate
Yes.
having y'all on.
Hey,
Congratulations
thank you so
on
much.
everything y'all got going on. Appreciate you too, Kev.
Yeah. And
Big
if-
Kev, not the little one.
Hey,
Absolutely love y'all,
Gee.
man. Glad we finally made this happen too.
Yeah.
Speaking of like non-transactional relationships,
Facts.
that's been us. We just been
Exactly.
knowing each other last 3 years in the footy space. So
Yeah.
just happy we
Thank
can make
you.
this happen.
I know y'all got not much time left in your studio spot. You mind final question for Kev? You want to close us off?
yeah.
My question is like, what's your dream? Where you see yourself going?
My dream is to have an impact on as many youth lives as I can in terms of design and helping them get where, if just design is chasing their dream is design, then helping them in that area. You know, even the kids that come up in DFC, just being able to step out of my lane, my comfort zone, my bubble, and helping them a little bit or as much as I can. So Other than that, just getting as much money as I possibly can.
Come on now. Dollar bill, y'all. Appreciate you.
Alright, thank
And Kev, you gonna do it, by the way.
Yes,
you
you
are
are.
gonna do it.
Sure.
Yo, share some small coin, bro.
Yeah,
Share some
come
small
on.
coin,
When you at Paris
bro.
Fashion Week, all we ask is to be at the show. That's all we ask.
Front
We don't
seat,
need
no, front
money.
seat. I'm asking a little
Yeah.
front seat.
Front seat though.
Nah.
We just need to be at the show. You ain't gotta fly us out. We just need seats at the show. That's it.
Got y'all. We gonna work something out. Sure.
It's on camera, yo. All right. When it's 2033, like I'm showing you this clip.
You're not
And if
going
I
up.
forget, just post a clip.
For sure, bro. 8 years later, for sure. 100%.
All right.
Nah,
Thank you guys for
y'all.
having us.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate y'all.
Sure.
Alright.
The many, man.
Love, man. Love. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Of course.